Hey everybody, what's going on? It is episode 13 of D4GOOD. I am your host, Haze. Um, we have the Paladin, season 11 Paladin. That's fucking crazy. I can't believe that happened. You motherfuckers. I am so mixed with my emotions with Paladin. I am obviously enjoying Paladin. As you can see, I'm blasting Pit 100 with ease with this damn Paladin here. Um, Hammered ins. I'm getting Diablo 2 hammered in. It's back, and I'm evading like a spirit born. This shit is just wild, man. Um, when they announced the Paladin, I was a little butthurt because I am broke this month and I was not prepped whatsoever to expect that. As you can see, I actually am missing my fucking boom arm because I decided to sell that so I can afford to buy the fucking pre-order the expansion. Um, Kind of a funny story. Basically, that day of the announcement, or rather the season 11 launch, I was like, I can either, you know, return my fucking boom arm and then afford the expansion. But I'm like, what? That's gonna get me some cosmetics. I'm not gonna look cool with the squad on season launch. I want the boom arm, man, like I don't know. So basically I made the decision not to return it. Then they announced Paladin at the Game Awards. So I'm like, well, I gotta return it. So I'm fucking on my way to Guitar Center. And bro, Guitar Center closes at fucking 7 o'clock at night, dude. So I couldn't return it. And then I had to spend credit I didn't want to spend. So whatever, we got it done. Got the fucking expansion. Sold my fucking boom arm. Buy another one next month or something. It's fine. Paladin's here. As far as how it was announced, I don't know if I like those surprises, man. Like, I like prepping and being planned. Now, I'm definitely more mad that I'm not like as managing my time and money as I should be. So it is what it is. um, W announcement though, the trailer for the expansion Lord of Hatred is fucking insane. Looks so good. And it was so funny because like I was in Discord with a buddy and he's like, "Oh my god, we can buy the expansion." I'm like, I didn't even hear that part. Or we can buy the Paladin, play the Paladin now. I'm like, no, you can't. Like, what, dude? Fucking play the Paladin season 11? God, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was not a believer. All these YouTubers and shit, content creators, all like, ah, Paladin's coming. Like, no, it's fucking not, dude. Where's my clown makeup, actually? Anyways, man, I probably would not have pre ordered if it was not for the Paladin. So it is another like dark tactic in a weird way, I feel like, right? Like, I don't know. It's nice, but and then in another like pessimistic way, like I was like, fuck, maybe I just wait for the expansion to play Paladin with a whole new game and systems and whatnot, mechanics with Paladin, brand new thing. But we get a whole new class with expansion too. So we're getting two classes, Paladin included. We're not sure what the second class is yet, but we're hyped. There's like witch doctor rumors, yeah, right. Um, Warlock type vibes, maybe like a Blood Knight, Dark Knight type of thing that will like counter the paladin's holiness and brightness, if you will. Very cool though. Very stoked for the paladin. We need a loot filter ASAP. I'm at these fucking world bosses opening the chest. We're getting like 50 fucking nightmare sigils. It's just so stupid, man. I think I have some footage of that. We'll get here to that in a bit, but that is my number one concern is the fact that I don't even want to log in this season because I have to fucking spend 5 to 10 minutes, maybe, dude. Am I even kidding? Looking through fucking sigils after a rolled boss dies, going back and forth through town like 2 or 3 times, dude. That's crazy. I might have said on a previous video, like, make it explode, go boom, give us the loot. Don't make us go back and forth from town like that. That's crazy. But they could be testing out like loot filter things right now, so that's a good sign. Um, But besides that, the season has been very, very fun from myself and many other players I've seen coming back to the game from even launch. Like, damn, I saw a guy in chat say, like, why is D4 fun right now? This is not right. So, It's fun, like, bouncing around activities. I'm obviously blasting Pit here, but it's kinda like, "Oh, I can go do Helltide now. I can go do some bosses. I have some boss mats." I'm burning my boss mats because bosses are the best for XP this season. Things like that. Really just bouncing around the content, finally. So that's good. Um, the Obdicite is an issue, and if you haven't done so yet, I'd recommend not doing a bunch of treasure breaches at once, especially with the Goblin event active, because Obdicite's capped, and you're gonna get messy loot piles with a bunch of Obdicite everywhere that you can't even pick up, and then you'll see your boss mats disappear, or not even you can't even pick it up. It's just a mess. It's fucked. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this, but you can't even like, go to burn your Obdicite because I got a 4GA error here. Check this out. This Sanctify here. I should have masterworked the fucking crit here. I did the core instead, but whatever. Um but yeah, so Obdicite's insane. It's just like there's no sync for it. We can masterwork items, but even that's kind of cheap and it takes forever. And if you do like 10,000 or 20,000, you're still going to find that in a singular uh goblin dungeon anyways. So what the fuck? Um Stash space. We need more stash space. If you saw my other video and I'm sanctifying items, you can see it's just a fucking mess. I somehow managed to get a little cleaner, but it's bad because we now want to save a bunch of dupes, right? For sanctification because we want that juicy sanct. So we're going to be saving more dupes. So we need way more stash space this time around, especially because we're saving things like nightmare sigils potentially, boss mats now. The stash is a mess this season. It's not good. Um, Speaking of sanctification, like in Path of Exile, I never really felt like I wanted to do it on my juicy items because you do trade like maybe even like a bunch of divine orbs, which is like what's a divine orb if you don't know? In Path of Exile, there's a currency system. It's not gold; they go by orbs, and we'll say that divine orbs are basically like $100 bill, right? You can buy items in Path and then sanct them or veil them or corrupt them like in Path, but I never did it in Path because these items are worth a lot of like money actually, right? They're fucking worthy items, whereas Diablo 4 items feel more of like a card deck. They're single slot items, they just have these four stats, and we need a lot more cards to be able to sanct corrupt these powers we're actually trying to fish for on them. It's really weird, actually, how I don't veil my items in Path of Exile, but I'm sancting every single item and then some in Diablo 4. Kind of weird. A good update for the season is that they have a perma world boss. Asmodan's here chilling now. So, oh yeah, here's an example here. Like all these sigils. This was a world boss I came back to after like a couple of hours, dude, and they were still here on the ground just chilling. What is going on, man? But Asmodan's like fully spammable, basically. There's a spot you can go, and if you have the keys for him, you can just go and kill him over and over again right here. Um, this is a mess right here too. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do with all my nightmare sigils, bro. I got a fucking inventory full. I'm going through right now, making sure I have no mythic pranksters. Okay, we're good to go. Now we gotta go pick up these ones. The boss is just being fought off to the side. I'm not even fighting the boss right now. That's actually hilarious, dude. I'm just like looting still, dude. Oh god, I can't pick up the Grand Amethyst. Got too many runes. We need a fucking loot filter ASAP. The loot's good, right? This loot is plentiful and nice, but we need a loot filter immediately, dude. Um, but that's the perma world boss. Once you kill Asmodan, you get 3 chests to choose from here, and you can spend your keys on that. Oh, there's a mythic. Um, There's also updates to things like, the Undercity and Helltide and the Pit, including their respective bosses. So Undercity now has Andariel, um, Helltide has Duriel, and Pit has Belial, and they will kind of spawn at random, or if you proc them in the right way, it adds some, I don't know, variance to the game modes, I guess. It's pretty fun. The pit I'm annoyed with because Belial spawns at the end and he takes like 10 seconds to even fucking spawn, and it's just not fun. Actually, when you're trying to blast these fucking pits, you're making me wait another 10, 20 seconds for the boss to even spawn. So I'm actually not even spawning Belial in my pit runs. If you hit 4 or 5 out of 5 eyeballs, he'll spawn at the end. So I'm making sure I don't hit one eyeball so I can just get a normal fucking boss to get the pit over with. But besides that, it's pretty cool. Like Andy and the UC Undercity is pretty cool. Actually annoying when she comes to you and like she does this weird thing where she like takes away time and doesn't feel like you're progressing, but I don't know. It's cool having bosses around the world like that. Um, as far as the keys for Undercity, we have way too many keys. I guess it's fine. We're just getting showered with mythics this season. It's kind of crazy. And then again, the Paladin. God, this Paladin's just so fucking good, actually. I hope they don't nerf it too much, but there's probably going to be some balancing. Of course, probably a complete new, like, skill tree even for the expansion. I know they teased, let me pull it up here. Let me see if I can find it, actually. Let me see if I can find this. Basically, be able to find it. Nah, whatever. So it's hard to get off Arbiter, right? Arbiter is a build everyone's using. And they're developing new skill trees for the expansion. So we'll see. Maybe this is like an older version of the Paladin they're letting us play around with until we get the expansion type of thing. I hope that's the case. I'm still so fucking stoked about it though. Like, God, I love the Paladin, bro. Come on now. Who doesn't? About time, man. We went 20 years without a fucking Paladin in Diablo, dude. Holy shit. So, um, that's pretty much really all I wanted to go over today is just how much of the fucking Paladin. There might be another episode next week. A couple of things like despising the temper system. I want to go more into detail with like crafting system because that is an issue. You know, it's visually appealing in Path of Exile. I'm using Path to compare, I know. Crucify me. But it's visually appealing to open your fucking stash and Path and take these beautiful fucking orbs. Let me get my headset. And like just like apply them to items versus being in a goddamn UI, a gray UI with no fucking like beauty at all. It's just gray. You know, it's just a window. You're spamming a fucking button, bro. I'm not even kidding, 2 hours trying to temper and masterwork items for my fucking Mass Sanct video, dude. For a fucking dumb little, like, 10-minute video, dude. That's crazy. And that's what the pro players do. They Mass Sanct items, so you gotta sit there and, like, fucking temper. You can guarantee the GA on the temper. Why? I don't know. Back in PTR, I think I missed it in PTR, but it was like, that was the cool part about temper is like, oh shit, if I got that, that's that oh shit moment. It's still there. Now you can just guarantee the temper. Why can't I just pay like 25 or 50 scrolls to fucking just buy the GA myself, right? Anyways, I have more thoughts on that for next week's episode. And I have a lot of grinding to do because I got leaderboards to hit. I have not on leaderboards yet. My sinks are kind of unlucky actually. So we'll see if I can even push leaderboards. I got the speed runs down, but as far as like pushing like a 140 plus, that's pretty rough right now. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi to you guys, say happy holidays. I'm enjoying the Paladin. Here's some of my gameplay here. So some of my thoughts. I have a more in detail um thing with the more of the systems coming in a week or two. We'll see. We'll see if I get off my lazy ass and do it. Um Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Possibly doing more streams, so make sure you go follow the stream, the Twitch, Mac Haze, obviously. Peace. Take care of yourselves. Happy New Year as well.